Testing the sound. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Testing the sound. Okay, it does work. Yay. Well, alrighty then. Today I'll be sketching a, like my title says, a Barbarian Dwarf. This is a more detailed sketch of the one I posted on my Instagram, where he's fighting the, not fight, but he's about to fight the Frost Giant. I think it's titled the Frosted Helm of Gornthuysen. Kind of funny name, but I might change the title eventually to something else. I was thinking about it today. I was thinking I could change the title to like 13th level Barbarian, or I don't know, something like that. Oopsies, am I crooked? Just a little crooked. Adjust my phone there so I can see. This lighting is kind of odd. It's very bright. So my dwarf is going to be here somewhere, and he's looking that direction. And the one that I did on is very sketchy, not much detail, so I want to do a more detailed version. So we'll start with. So he's kind of bulky, and you know, it's a dwarf. In this case, I could start with the spine. There, the spine angle. Then we have his chest. His chest there. And on top of his chest is his head. Now he's sort of looking that direction too. So his head would probably be here. I like going with simple shapes just to knock things down real quick. And then we're gonna have his belt area back here. We want to keep that angle. There's a bump here. What is back here? Oh, it's on the paper. Some debris. I was like, oops. I was like, what in the heck? There's a bump here. So I could feel it. Okay. Next thing would be his shoulder angle. Just like this. So he has one shoulder here and another shoulder here. Something like that. And we have, I think that's the crotch area. Then we have one leg. Let me get the angle right. That's like that. And the other one is like this. And then we have the knee, right? It's gonna be like underneath the leg. And this is back where the calf is. I'm still going with tubular shapes. And we're looking down on this guy, so I got to make sure I get this perspective right. We have 1 foot here. And for this, I'll just make it a block. And the same thing for this one. We'll make it a block. And then we'll refine this later. But I'm just gonna knock down his pose. Then the arm goes back this way. So we have the bicep here. And then elbow, I guess. And then he has this fist about right here. It's about right there. So with the forearm, and then the fist is behind the forearm. In terms of looking down at this guy, something like that. And I think we need to give this more bend. Give this some more bend, a little more angle. It looks too straight. And then he has an axe that he's wielding. That's that direction. And his other arm back here, when you see the bicep, he's a beefy guy. And then the other arm is like this. So we have the bicep, then we have the forearm that's going to be behind. We have the overlap here. And then the fist is in front of the forearm. More simple shapes. Excuse me. And let's see what's next. The shield. Here's a shield that's sort of like. I might change this. It looks kind of small. Maybe it's okay. I mean, you don't always want a giant shield, right? And it's like rounded like that. I just want to get the overall shape. Maybe a little lower. Maybe it's a little wider too, so sort of maybe it goes out. Maybe give it a curve. That'd be nice. Give it a nice curve. Because I didn't really design the shield much when I did the sketch. I just don't do everything at one time. Why is there a clock in the song? This is kind of annoying. I don't like that. The arm seems to be a little too low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the shield. Let's erase this. Because the arm should be about middle part of the shield. So it'll be like something like that. Why do you put a clock in this song? It's ugly. I think when it changes music. Okay, I'm not sure about the shield. I'm gonna have to work on it some more. But this song's gotta go. Drive me crazy. I could be cool. Let's find something else. The clicking sound drives me nuts. Lo-fi chill beats, 12 hours. Let's see if this is any good. This is a commercial. Skip ads. Okay. That should be okay. Now back to the shield. Let's go back to my reference point. Made a little sketch I did of this guy. I'm comparing my shield. I actually like the original shield better. Where's my brush? I didn't bring my brush because I use my hand. So the shield's about right here. Curse. Sort of narrows back here. Something like this. There's like a thickness to this thing. Now it does have a head tilt. It's looking that direction. So I suppose I could start with, it's like the eyes are here somewhere. And then the nose is over here. Right? Something like this. You can see this nostril. It's got a dwarf nose, which means he also has a dwarf brow. And he is wearing a helmet. It's not a fancy helmet by any means, but he is wearing a helmet. And we sort of see the top of it. That. Curve this around. And this have one spike at the very top. Why not put a spike there? Just a little detail. And then he has this part of the helmet angled out like that. You can't really see his eye. Maybe a little bit. And something like that, I suppose. I gotta work on that nose a little bit, probably. I could, make it more like that. More noble. And then he has his ear, which is about here. They usually have big ears, dwarves. That's just a trait. Since we're looking down, we're gonna see the top of the ear more than the bottom of the ear, right? Something like that. I can mess with the ear later. This is really, really beefy in there. Whatever, something like that. He does have somewhat of a beard. It's sort of just a short beard. Something like this. I was thinking of giving him some like long locks, like his hair, right? His hair is sort of like a long hair. But I wasn't so sure about that though. I was thinking about it. One there. I'm not sure if you'll see the other one. The other one will be the other side. This is a cool song. Very chill beat. Ooh, man, sleepy. Sleepy. I just had some lunch and some coffee. I still feel sleepy. What's up with that? I shouldn't feel so sleepy. Okay, so to put a hair thingy. I don't know what you call these things for. It's for your hair. No? Maybe it's braided. And here it could be. How about a circle? What if it just fans out? I have to think about this. Okay, this is gonna hide in his hair. I mean, he has a fur cape. So, let's see here. Okay. I'm just working on design elements of the hair. All this needs to be thought out, you know? All these little details. Something that most people don't realize, that artists, creators, we have to do a lot of thinking. That's something that AI artists don't have to think about. Brainless. It's freaking brainless wonders. They call themselves artists. It's the worst part. Those people who create AI artwork is, excuse me, but you're not an artist. Just punch in some words in the freaking software to spew out some artwork that's like put together from images on the internet from other artists. I hate AI art, and I can't stand people who use it. But that's their prerogative. Now this guy has a cape. Let's see here. Pop up my sketch. Okay. Boom. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun. I give him a fur cape, and he has like fur shoulders. He's wearing like this. I wonder if I just extend his shoulders out more. Give him broader shoulders, you know? I'm just moving parts right now. If that extends out, this has to change. These guys are definitely very stocky. Okay, so you move one part, it affects the other part. And this is a normal process, by the way. It's not like, oh man, you gotta redo the whole thing. You know, I love this. I love redoing things. It's a normal part of the artist's life, redoing things. It's supposed to be normal. If you're not redoing stuff, then maybe your art, it's not that great. No one does it the first time. There's always, or if someone does it the very first time, it's just not that great. It'll be like a mediocre drawing. Not that's any good. That's not any good, but not as good as it could be. I know he has like, I don't want to put a shoulder here. I'd hate to. I love this, his face there, so I may not show a shoulder there, which means his shoulder's probably behind his head. Okay, so this is where I have to think about things here. Because in the sketch, I think I had part of his shoulder sticking out. If I do, do I want to do that? Decisions. I'll leave it there for now. We'll see how that goes. Now he has like a fur lining here on this vest that he's wearing. Basically it's rounded. Okay, let's put the shape first. Let's put the shape. There is the shape of his shoulder. Alright, let's erase. Now erase the line. And this would be like, you know, furry like. Who knows, maybe it's bear fur, I don't know. Something like that. So if he has bear fur here, he's going to have it over here. Right? Dun, 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 dun. But it'd be like... it'd be here. And you probably wouldn't see the other side of his shoulder. Because it's hidden behind this fur. Something like that. Let's erase this and see what that looks like. That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, so now he does have, like I said, he does have a cape. I did that in the sketch. So if he has a cape, the hair will go over the cape, I'm guessing. Or it could be underneath the cape. So if it's underneath, say this cape's like that, right? So all of a sudden, that part of the hair you can't see. And there's a little flow to the cape, because you always want movement. I know we do static images, but we always want movement in static images. And maybe it's like this. You gotta think of good shapes, pretty shapes like this. It's a nice shape. Those look like lips, right? Hairy lips, because I put the fur on it. And then he is for underneath, and then there's the underside of the cape, right? Which should probably be in shadow, like that. Doesn't look too bad. Oops, I erased part of his nose. Bummer. Poor feller. Okay, so now we have to do the fur here. So I'm just erasing that line that I put in there, and so I can do this, and then we can have the fur go up into the helmet like that. You have to get creative here. Like the fur is going into the helmet because it's tucked in there. And we have, I like the ear. I don't think I want to cover that. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. No, he doesn't have any shoulder armor. He does have some bracers. Excuse me. But they're very simple bracers. And these bracers are lined with fur, because this guy is going to the snow. He needs to be prepared for the snow. You know what, wouldn't you? I mean, you go to the snow, you're not going to go like in shorts and a t-shirt. I mean, you could, but you'd probably freeze to death. This guy's really thick. Maybe a little too thick. Thicker than I want him to be. But maybe I'll thin him down later or something. I'm not so sure. feel like this is very truncated right there. Almost like too truncated. Because I moved the shoulder out. That's why that happened. Which begs the question, should I move the shoulder back in? Almost feels like it's too separated. Well, guess what we're doing? We're moving it back in! Ha ha ha. You think, man, you did all that work? Now you're redoing it? I'm like, yes I am. And why? Because I love to draw. That's why. If you're an artist and you don't like to redo things, don't be an artist. Pick something else. Just not your nose. Wah, wah. Okay, bad joke. I moved it in a little bit. So I can, you know, put a tricep here. There wasn't enough space for that. Dun, dun, dun. I wonder if I have to move the hand down some more. Dun, 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 dun. I may have to move this, extend this a little more. Not that I want it to. And then the hand would be down here. Maybe the thumb, knuckles, whatever. Do that real quick. But we need more of an angle here. This needs to be angled more. I feel like it's not angled enough. I don't know, that arm's, I have to look at it like this. It's bugging me. I'm like, Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I have to move this. I've got to move this so it's more angled this way. There we go. I knew there was something wrong. My angles were off. He's got the other fur piece here. Fur lining. And then he has, I think I'm going to lower the fur lining now. It feels like it's too high. Feels like it's a little too high. So I'm going to go like this. Like that. Something like that. And then I'm just doing these squigglies all kinds of different directions. And here too. And then I'll go in here with an eraser and it's just erase some of the information to make it look like it's going into his arm or something overlapping. Okay, so that's done, and I think this should be over that. It's gotta go over. This muscle's gotta be over that. I gotta get my overlapping right. There we go. Look at that little muscle. Boom. I'm starting to render stuff. Okay, gotta stop myself. It's too much fun rendering. Next thing would be back again to this. Knuckles, knuckles, knuckles. Right? And then we're gonna have to have his axe. Something like that. His axe falls there somewhere. Of course I have to draw through his hand, which is okay. And I have to adjust the leg now. See, all these tweaks has affected the bottom part of his body. So I have to like redo because I start extending his shoulder out. I have to do this, and he is wearing pants. FYI. I have to extend this foot too. What the heck? There's people that make these songs. I like having fun with the keyboard. Okay, let's get some other music. It was cool and now it's starting to get silly. What else can I do? Rainy summer day in Japan, chill summer lo-fi. After a while, it's kind of just like boring. It's actually annoying after a while. Dun, 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 lo-fi, steady. What this one? You might think you know something. Mute that boy. These things are loud. Okay. Back to what I was doing. So this here, and this here, that here, and then we have the foot. It's gonna go off my paper. It's okay. Then we have this here. The other foot's here. Something like that. It's just this here. I feel like it's jutting out too far. I could adjust the hand so it's more So the stick is more this way. Let's see here. Make sure it's semi-straight. Now erase this, this, that. And this would probably be like that. Something like that. Something like that. And then this is sort of like fur also. Fur that went over his shoes. And then it's fur that's tied down around his knees by a leather strap. Something like that. And then he's got heel. Heel, then he's got a seam here. One that goes that way. And probably another seam there, and these would be like this. They're all sewed on there, right? So this foot's almost extended out a little bit. I feel like this also needs more angle. Now that I look at my sketch. And that's what happens when you don't... I'm not looking at the reference sketch. I'm like, oops. Make boo-boos. It's important to look at your reference sketch. And this could also just be whiter at the bottom, you know? Give this some attitude. Like bell bottoms or something. Bell bottom furries. Furry boots. And then there's a heel. Something like that. And got one foot there. And then we can do the other side. I did say he was wearing pants, because it's cold out there. So this is probably stretched here, like what the knee is here. Stretched right there, and does have that leather strap. And this goes out. Alright, let's go back to this. Actually, I didn't finish. I moved the shoulder, but I didn't finish doing this work. So we're gonna give him that fur lining on the vest. I almost forgotten about it. Like that, and then we're gonna have some go into his shoulder. So I'm just gonna erase some of the lines here. Not all of them. I'm gonna come in here and just draw some. There we go. The boy's coming along. So here's the other shoulder line. I'm not gonna draw any more detail here. I want that fairly clean looking. What else? He does have a belt. It's tucked underneath his chest. You can see part of it, and it goes around his waist. This could just be dark, some sort of dark belt. No, there could be some detail to this belt buckle, but I'm not sure I want to put too much because the hair falls there, so maybe something simple like that. Sometimes you gotta think about your designs. And this could have some detailing in it, like maybe it's a ring here, like this, and this could have some I don't know, some little design. Some cool little design. Because you probably wouldn't see it back here on this one. This is going to be in shadow. We want shadows here. And then we have the big bicep here. And he has thick arms, so it's going to be all arm there. And then I'm going to have to move this out. Ever since I made him thicker and bigger. Which means I'll have to adjust the shield probably, which perfectly normal. So that when I give him his big thick forearms and his fist here. So that just means everything moves again. It's amazing how much movement happens when you start fiddling with things. And we're gonna have a shield. It goes in like this. But I don't see the other side of the shield now that he's got thicker arms. So this is his hair over here. And he does have bracers on this one too. So his bracers, going back to those bracers, I didn't really do too much on these. I had like a little separation here. Like that. And these have like little tiny rivets, metal rivets. It's just like for protection, I suppose. Yeah, that's what it was. Back to the shield part. What is this commercial? Please, no. They just killed the music. Forget the music. They just killed the music. Mute myself. Okay. So this is here. I think this has to move down even more, because we are looking down, looking top down. See how there's a detail here? It's kind of neat, so maybe I'll keep that. So let's say the shield goes up like that. It's a nice design, I think. Let's see how that looks. Erase this. Just not such a boring shield. And there could be metal here, obviously. Speak all the way over here. Something like that, and then with the forearm here, and we're going to have the thumb here and the other fingers, and it's holding the strap that goes here. Another strap that goes here. I don't know, something like that. Maybe it has to go here. I'll make sure it's placed properly. Centered, almost. And you would have a huge rivet here. My doors only have 4 fingers. So you get 1, 2, 3. Because get too many knuckles. They're humanoids, they're not complete humans. 1, 2, 3, fall. One, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. And then he has to have his fur lining here. Seems like it's going to be like really convoluted here with the fur linings. Which makes me wonder, maybe he doesn't have a braces on this left hand. Probably like too much, too crazy. It'd be like that. Be like fur there, maybe some fur going over this leather part from his bracers. Something like that. Be going around like this, then you'd have his rivets going around like that. Maybe okay. Then we'll erase. I want to see the fur. I'm going to see the top of this. And the sides of this. Like so. And of course we have to give this shield a thickness, because it is a metal shield, so let's just draw a border around this thing and then do that. We're going to see the top of this, and then we're going to do some shadow work, right? I'm not gonna fully render this guy out, just for me to have a reference, have a closer look of his gear and shield and things like that. And then he's got rivets inside here that are forged in there by the master craftsmen, which are the dwarfs. They're metalsmiths, best in the world. There we go. And then we could throw some battle stuff, like, you know, it's a dent here. Like, you know, this is seeing a little bit of battle. Maybe another dent there. You don't want to give these guys pristine armor because it's fake. It's like Star Trek. Star Trek is fake. Everything is perfect in Star Trek. Nothing's dirty. Nothing's used. Look at Star Wars. That is real. Everything there is used and dirty. And it's awesome. And I'm just going to do this little light shadowing here. Star Trek is like the Kardashians. Fake! Everything just fakey cakey. You can tell I'm not a Star Trek fan. I've seen some of the old movies in the 80s, but I'm definitely not a fan of it. And here we're gonna have some fuzzy eyebrows. I want to have a little bit smidge of an eye. Something like that. And his beard. Something like that. Something like that. And then, okay, his helmet. Back to his helmet. He's got some rivets or jewels. Probably just like some rivets. May have a jewel here in front. Boom. I gotta make these oval as we go around. Because it goes around and it'll no longer be circular, it'll be oval. And we can see the top of this helmet has a ridge. Like so. Whatever. It's got a little spiky there. And we continue fleshing this out a little bit. We could give him an earring. You know, what's a warrior dwarf without earring? It's just missing it, so we could give him the old circular earring with some details. Because he's got money. He's, you know, he spent money. And here, put some shadow for the fur. And this would be darker underneath. This would be the dark part of the skin. Yippers. If these were jewels, it'd be like this. Actually, I can just make it a little highlight, even if they're just rivets. Okay, this probably won't have a highlight because it's on the other side of the world. And here we just give it a little, leave it a little white edge there to show that it's catching light. Okay. This chest is pretty simple. There's nothing there. I mean, this could be leather, hardened leather. It could be metal. I don't think I'm going to do anything with it. If anything, I should work on the wrinkles here. Sham wrinkles. Oh yeah, and this is supposed to be the leather strap. This could be like a dark color, maybe. I wonder if I should put a little detail on there, like a line going through like that, just to show some work, right? Some work. I'm not sure if I'd keep this. It looks kind of goofy. I don't mind it here and there. And this is, I might not even keep those little dots. It was just an idea I had at the time. I feel like it's too much overload. I think just seeing the leather there is enough. It's hardened leather. It could be metal. If it's metal, then you do this. You'd go and then light, dark, and then light, then dark, light, dark, light. So it catches light there. And then do the same thing on this side. Except we don't do this on that side. So there we have a metal. And then something like that. May not see a highlight there because probably it's shadow. So if there were like leather braces, I mean metal braces, you'd do that. And this could be, hold on, I'm streaming. apparently today's National Cinema Day. According to my daughter. Like every time I'm streaming, she finds me. Every time. Drives me insane. Really does. I can't stream in peace. I have to go to the hills, up in the mountains somewhere. They'll probably find me. They'll come up from under a rock. Hey, Dad! I'm like, please go away. Talk to me when I'm not streaming. Fur detail. What am I working on next? I just gotta finish up this foot. Wait, I gotta do the axe. He does have an axe. And I wanna do this. For the axe, I'm gonna go like this. Excuse me. I can make it closer to his hand. Or maybe not. Decisions. I think hold on a minute.